shock spear real fast.
All right. So where are you gonna? It's within 10. So all right. So you're gonna place it. Let me find
Right, yeah,
my shock sphere. I gotta have one of those
right in
somewhere.
this area here.
And I believe that's 3 by 3.
No, that one was big,
Oh,
right?
that
That was
was
the five
five
by
by
five.
five. Yeah, that was the. All right, so that's basically middle point is going to be here. Is that where you want the middle point?
Um, See if you can't move it over. Let's see, move it over two.
To the right or left?
Uh, to the right. I'm not sure if there's a guy hiding in that corner over there. So if there is, I want to try to get him.
Yeah, well, it won't hit because of the line of sight. So it'll go into the
Oh,
hall, but there's really nothing there, and it wraps around a little bit. But yeah, you didn't hit anything
gotcha.
else. All right, so go ahead and let's. That is just a one use. I don't think that hangs around for the entire.
No, it doesn't.
Nah, it
It
doesn't.
dissipates.
Okay. So go ahead and do your two attack rolls, and I'm going to go ahead and set this off to the side as well. All right. So
Oh,
on the gnoll to the top, which is right here, that is an 8 versus reflex, which is definitely a miss. And now the heavily armored gnoll, which is a 20 versus reflex, and that is barely a hit.
barely a hit, huh? All right. Well, at least it's a hit.
And that's with reflex.
Damn. All right. Let me just check here what my damage is. Okay, 14 for damage. That is a 14.
14 damage is good. And is the miss half damage?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and take half damage on the guy on top. The what appears to be the leader of this escapade, I'll give him full damage. Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
I can see that Gnoll just standing there shaking from being electrocuted.
That's not for being electrocuted, bro. He's scared of me.
So scared he's about to stab you.
Yeah, next time you can get the barbecue him.
1 second, guys. I'm talking to my son.
Yeah, the gods have definitely placed some really weak creatures in front of us.
Don't speak up so early. You don't know about them.
This entire room is a gelatinous cube. We just haven't entered it yet.
All right, so Farnak, you've already. Sorry about that. My son's hitting me up for some money for Steam, so it is the Steam summer sale going on, and I usually hook him up. His birthday is in July, so I'm hooking him up with his birthday present now, so he can buy some Steam games.
Nice. Witcher 2 is only $4. That was a great game.
Yeah. Oh,
I already own it.
he's trying to get. What are you getting now? 7 Days to Die or something like that.
The zombie game. Survival.
Yeah, another zombie survival game. So that's what he wants. So I said, there you go. Get it. All right. So Farnak's done. We have the gnoll here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm engaging, and I'm running up engaging. He runs in, and then he kind of backs off a little bit, kind of gets around the corner. All right, he moved 5 squares. Next up is the Gnoll over on this side. He too is going to run up a flank position. And you can see this happening as well, Farnak. And you can see it Dritz and Rack as well. So, did you get a good
I
one?
let everybody in the back know what's going on.
Okay.
You know, guys, we got him at a choke point. If we could fall back, we could just make him come through this doorway.
All right. So Zantag, my man, you're up. Yeah, it seems like they're kind of doing the same thing. Seems like they're kind of going back into what appears to be like a defensive type of position.
Can I make a perception roll?
Baby Bread, what is up? Sure, what do you want to do a perception roll for?
The blue area around the pit?
Oh, that's like a water type of substance. Now, as for, I'm not going to make you do a roll on this or anything, Rack, but if you want to move through any of this space, it's basically going to cost you double movement because it's going to be slippery because it is quite a large puddle of water. So if you're going to move in any of those squares, it's going to cost you double movement. So,
okay.
But that's what you notice with perception, and also you'll notice that there's several patches of rubble in the room as well. Those also will cost you 2 squares of movement, excluding this square does not count, but the other 4 squares directly below it, and this square here and this square here will also cost you a double movement. Alright, so Zantag, what are you doing?
Alright. I'm going to try to figure this out because I can barely see.
Send the wolf in.
Send him in to die.
Alright, hold on, just let me make sure that's accurate. Alright,
Also, you notice that the ceiling in this area is equivalent to the ceiling in the other room as well, and the room that you had stormed in the first time. It's all about 20 feet. So.
Alright, the wolf's going to bite at that guy in front of him.
Ooh, Snots is going in for the juggler already? Wow, nice. So go ahead and give yourself combat advantage as well because of the aura, so...
Oh, okay, I was going to ask, are we just going to assume that it's still on?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's minor. I mean, it basically, it's on the pet all the time, but like as the guardian or the paladin, it would actually literally that class literally has to spend a minor to activate their aura. But the pets, it doesn't really say distinguishingly, so it's just automatically on all the time. So.
Okay. 24 to AC.
Alright, 24 versus AC that's definitely a hit.
And he bites him for 13 damage.
Nice. Alright, and this gnoll here is actually using an axe that you can see. Now the other gnoll has a bow, so... Alright, so next up is Lovo.
Am I able to give up my movement for a minor action?
Sure, you can go into your character sheet, and right above the combat, well, right above the weapons where all the combat rules are, you can see that there is something called attack types. I'm sorry, actually it's called, I believe, no, it's actions. click on the actions handout, and when you open it up, it'll tell you that there's 5 different options, A, B, C, D, E. And you can basically mix and match your actions to one of those groups. So if you want to just do the standard, which is your standard move and minor, that's A. If you want to do a standard 2 minors, it's B. A move 2 minors, that's D. 2 move actions and a minor, that's C. Or 3 minors, which is E.
Alright, and what is combat advantage exactly? What does that do?
Okay, combat advantage means you have the upper hand on a creature, or they have the upper hand on you, and it basically means it's flanking. But the wolf automatically gives combat advantage if anything is within its aura, which is a 1 burst of a burst of 1. Now, that means basically it acts as if something's on the other side of the target flanking it. But if any creature's within the wolf aura, that's automatically +2 if you're attacking that creature within that aura. But if you want to get combat advantage, I'm going to just move this guy over here. Now, you would have to literally be flanking Farnak, and Zantag have to be flanking. Now, that is considered true combat advantage. When you have
Well, my Darkfire gives combat
What about
advantage.
that right
That's
there?
what I was looking for.
Or that is combat advantage. This, however, is not combat advantage. It has to be a straight line. So a
My
straight line parallel
Darkfire gives
or a
combat
diagonal.
advantage for anybody against a person. I was trying to figure out what it does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Darkfire, that's the, I believe that is the Drow racial ability. Yeah, let's see.
It's under my encounter thing.
Let's see. You attack with either intelligence, wisdom, charisma versus reflex, which for you, let's see, your highest out of intelligence, wisdom, and charisma would probably be wisdom, I would think. So, yes, you would be at a +6 to attack. So that would be wisdom. And then you gain a +4 bonus to the attack roll. So you would actually have an 8. Yeah, because you get the +4 plus your bonuses and half level for attack. Yeah, you get a +8 to hit with the Darkfire. And then see, on a hit until the end of your next turn, all attacks against the target have combat advantage, and the target cannot benefit from invisibility or concealment. Very nice. That sounds like Fairy Fire, actually, which is cool. Alright, so that's what you can do. You can usually use that as a minor, and you can cast Darkfire on it, and if you hit with a successful hit, then you'll basically have advantage. That's to a target that's not affected by advantage already. If a target already has combat advantage, then you don't get any kind of effect by doing that.
Okay, so the first thing I want to do is a minor, and I want to switch to Aspect of the Dancing Serpent.
Okay.
And then I want to use that Darkfire on him. So I roll a d20 +8.
Okay, and which one are you going to use it on? The one down to the south? Okay.
Put that guy down there.
Yep, d20 +8, and that's within 10. So are you within 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, you're within 10. So yep, you would do a 1d20 +8. You get 4 for your wisdom modifier, and also 4 for the actual attack itself. And that was versus reflex, which I do believe a 13 versus reflex is a miss. Yeah, especially versus him, that's a miss. So your Darkfire does not last. So that's your minor.
Okay.
Now you can go ahead and do your standard action and a movement.
Now I
if you
want to do a Clever Shot
Okay.
on him again.
All right. Do you want any kind of movements or anything?
No, I used my movement as a minor to enter my stance.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. You entered your serpent stance. All right. 16 versus AC is also a miss.
Alrighty.
He just eats the arrow with his shield. He just lifts the shield up, and it lodges directly in his shield. All right. So Lobo's down. Looks like the cleric's up. Dritston, you're up.
I wanted to knock him into the well.
No.
I'll step up here. Decisions. Yeah, actually, can I take that back for a second?
Sure, go ahead.
So I'm just gonna use my daily while I'm next to everybody. It has an attack component, but there's no enemies next to me, so I'll just ignore that. It's just everybody gets a +2 to all defenses until the end of the encounter.
Well, yeah, hold on. You have to hit with that for it actually to take effect. So, are you talking about the?
No, that's just it's under the effect part, not the hit part.
But for the effect to take hold, you have to hit. So, you actually have to hit.
No, you only have to hit if it's under the hit column. If it's under a separate effect column, it goes off no matter what.
I never.
Like if you look at something like
that.
Sunburst, like the effect is separate. But if you look at something like Healing Strike, which does a similar thing, but it's under hit, so it only goes off when it's a hit. I won't argue it, but
yeah, I was always under the effect of any power. If there's an effect, it always has to. The effect takes effect after the hit.
Okay, if that's the ruling, then I'll just do something else. And I'll run up to this guy and do Blessing of Battle.
Yeah, that's just the way I've always done it in the 6 months that 5-6 months that I've been playing 4E now. So that's something that I'll have to go back and read. But for now, it'll just have to be a hit. So, but I'll read into it.
Okay, so 16 against that guy.
16 versus the Huntsmaster is a miss.
Okay, and I think that's it for me.
All right, 1 second. I got my notepad. I'm writing down check on effects. It's probably in like Player's Handbook or something. I'll be able to find it pretty easily, or maybe the Dungeon Master's Guide. I don't know. Probably the Player's Handbook. So just give me 1 second so I can write this down. Alright, so your attack was a miss. Looks like the leader is up now. Alright, the leader kind of falls back into the hallway here. A little bit of movement, and that's actually it. There's nothing else that I can actually do. Alright, so Rack, you're up now.
Okay, I'm going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to double movement to the boss. I'm going over the east side of the rock, which is going to count as 2, and I'm avoiding the water.
Okay. You've actually got me intrigued. Can you guys give me like about a minute so I can just look this up real quick?
I actually grabbed it from the compendium. I just pasted it. If you have Player's Handbook 2 or the Rules Compendium, those are the pages.
Page 311 is the glossary in the Rules Compendium.
Does my backpack still have forever vision?
Okay, that's cool. Well, thank you for bringing that to my attention. So, because I was just looking around in Player Handbook 1, and I didn't see anything on that. So, it is definitely more distinctive. So, yeah, next round you can do that. About Cinna, we've already gone past that, but I'm glad that you showed me that, because I was always under the assumption that the power literally had to hit for the effect to, for the effect to work on the power. So
Yeah, a lot of them are like that. I only noticed because I noticed that some had stuff and it was all under hit, and other ones had ones that were separately under effect, and I was like, why do they do that? And I guess that's why.
yeah. Yeah, I was just always under the assumption that the effect would only work if the attack hit. So, well, it's cool. It's good to know that now. So, yeah, that's really nice actually, because it's not like you know, sometimes you feel like you waste a power if you know, especially for the cleric. I mean, if you use your Nimbus of Holy Shielding, if you miss on that daily power, I mean, it's like, shit, what a waste, But,
Yeah.
I mean, it does make sense. I mean, it definitely does make sense. But I was, like I said, I was just always under the assumption that, because we never really used the PHB2, so even though I have it and everything, we just never used it. So, well, which is cool.
And I just found a shuffle too.
All right, so yeah, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I appreciate it. All right, so Rack charged in. He'll be ready to attack next round. Farnak, you're back up. Top of the
All right, I'm the leader here. I want to. I'm gonna cast. Hold on a second.
Okay, and one more thing I'd like to also Rack, as you start to enter this area here, you start to hear a sort of like a slithering type of sound, and it seems like it's coming from around the corner as well.
Oh, that has to be good.
It sounds like something kind of sliding on the stone surface of the floor.
My perception sounds like it's a snake or something.
Sounds something
kind
like that. Sounds like something slithering across the cement. Could be something snakish.
And only
Okay.
he knows this, or do we all know it?
No, actually, this is only for Rack because he's so close. So,
Do I have a free action?
not right now, no.
Okay.
Damn,
Well,
that
actually, yeah,
totally
you can-
changed the
you
way
can,
I play this shit.
Yeah, you can go ahead. I'll give you a free action. What the hell? Go ahead. I hate to say no, but go ahead, man.
Sounds like snakes in this room.
Oh, really?
Like the old brings
Snakes?
back memories there again of the snake swarms.
We have an Indiana Jones in our party. He's gonna flee.
Well, that sucker didn't drop on me.
All right, Farnak, what are you doing?
Okay, well, if there's a snake down there, I'm going to use Fountain of Flame. I'm going to put that right about. I'm going to put it right on this guy right here.
Okay. Let me pull this thing down from the other room. So you basically want the center point right here. The center point's on the gnoll, so
Yeah.
Is
I
that
think
gonna
that'll
hit the
hurt.
person that's standing there?
No,
Yeah.
that one doesn't hurt. That doesn't hit him. It's only.
Oh yeah, because he's not an enemy.
Actually, could you pull that up one more?
right there.
Yep.
Over to the right one more would probably be even better.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Now you're starting to get into where you have a bunch of corners. Like this line of sight here, this line of sight here. So, I mean, if you wanted to put the center point here, I'll allow that because of, you can kind of see it. But if you want to put it anything closer, you got two corners that are technically you can't see around.
Gotta have line of sight.
That's just a 4E mechanic. Unfortunately, sometimes they make sense, but sometimes they're like, ah.
Damn you 4E. Okay, well, I guess I'll do my roll then. That's a 19.
19 versus what? Reflex?
I think it's reflex. Let me double check.
I don't think Fountain of Flame. I don't think that attacks. Is it enemies only?
Yeah, enemies only.
Yeah, enemies only, and that's versus reflex.
Is Fountain an encounter or a daily?
It's an encounter, I think. Yeah, Fountain of
No, it's a
Flame.
daily.
Is,
It's a
is it
daily.
daily? Well, you don't have that. I thought it was an encounter. No, it is a daily. So yeah, you don't have Fountain of Flame back. So because remember I was saying you can only use your dailies one time. So
Oh crap.
zoinks. So yeah, go ahead and do something else real quick.
Okay, well I'll do a phantasmal assault on that guy.
Okay, I got you.
That's intelligence versus will.
Yeah, it kind of makes you budget your daily powers a little bit more instead of being able to use them twice like before.
Yeah, I
'Cause
I thought we got him back. I
Yeah,
didn't catch it.
yeah, I had mentioned something about it at sort of at the beginning of the game, so I should have caught that though. It's kind of hard to catch everything, you know.
Yep. So that hit with the. Okay, do you want to? So it grants combat advantage and can't make opportunity attacks until the end of your turn. So I don't know. Is that for the creature?
Well, I know it does. Let's see. Let me open it up. Does psychic damage and the target grants combat advantage and can't take until the end of your next turn. So I knew it had some kind of mechanic like that. So, but yeah, it lasts until the end of your turn. So there's nothing with any kind of save ends or anything like that. So go ahead and do your attack roll on Phantasmal Assault.
You just want to use the 19, or should I just reroll?
Oh no, we'll go ahead and use that versus will. So, and that's actually a hit. So, all right. So let's go ahead and put a mark on this guy, and we'll say that he is basically debuffed, and he's basically granting combat advantage now, and cannot take attacks of opportunity. So, all right. So, anything else for you there, Farnak?
Just my damage. That would be
All right.
12.
All right. So, we're gonna go back up to the gnoll up here, and he will attack the cleric. No kind of pack attack bonus, but he does. He's gonna have to switch weapons. He drops his bow, pulls out his axe with a minor, and does attack. So, all right. So wow, I actually rolled a natural 20. So you're gonna take a total of 19 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, that's from the axe, and that is it for. Let's see the. In fact, I think I'm gonna shift back one with the gnoll. So I will shift back one. All right. So next up, let's see, is the next gnoll, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a chomp. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and attack with my axe as well on Mr. Snots. And Snots gets hit as well. And
What was the
24 versus AC.
Yeah, that's
I should
definitely
have told you. Sorry about that. Let's see. Snots takes a total of 14. Snots.
bloodied.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that old Christmas Vacation movie. Alright, so Snots is bloodied. I am also going to go ahead and... Actually, I'm going to stay there with him. Zantag, you are up now. Back up to the Druid.
Alrighty. Wolf's going to have a little bite in return.
Bite him? He's saying, bite me!
15 versus AC.
Oh yeah, he basically Snots runs up, tries to get an attack on him. He just takes the wolf and just pushes him off, pushes him right back down onto the ground. So, anything else for you? Action point. Oh wait, you don't have one.
No, I don't
I had to do that. Nothing else. Last call.
Zantak, if you want to move right one, I can get you in my next turn.
I was going to move up one.
If you could move up and right, Unless you don't want to. I'm just gonna use an AoE thing that helped you if you get a little closer.
Okay, wait. Where you ping on the map?
Right
exactly.
next to me. There you go.
Okay, okay. And as a free action.